Welcome to the Thursday Tea Business Meetup, you all, and also here on Instagram. There's a link in my bio if you want to join us to the Zoom call. Now I remember to put the recording on so you'll get the full session. Of course, when you're here live, you also get the coaching, the free mentoring that how can I support you this week? Every time I bring a topic that we've been discussing, for example, with my clients or with other people in my network, what are kind of the challenges they are going through, but also what I've had, because my purpose here in these business meetups, which are meant for online business owners or those who want to increase their income, impact, influence in the world while increasing freedom in their life. So how can I support you to be focused on the right things so that you can get the results that you're looking for? And that's kind of what I want to discuss with you today as well. As promised, I want to free up your time. So how can you be more productive to work less hours? Who's here who wants to work less hours? Put me in the chat or raise your hand, or there on Instagram, put me in the chat. Because yes, when I started my business, I was working a lot, but I was really not generating the results I wanted to see in my business. So that's why this topic is close to my heart. I also have my clients who I support in my groups and in my one-on-one sessions, how to be focused on the right things. What are the essentials now to take you a step forward to reach those goals that you have, so that you can also have time for your family, creating memories with your loved ones. I hear also a lot that how people want to travel more. I've been enjoying that with my husband around the world. The past 3 years, we've been really going different places in, I guess, 4 different continents at least. So how can I support you with this? So who wants to be more productive, achieve more with less time? How is this valuable to you? I want you to think about the situation you're in right now, because then you can really work through this. I have, again, 3 points to make today, what you can really work on in this session, and of course after the session what you can apply right away. So first of all, how to free up your time. Well, this sounds maybe counterintuitive, but I want you to know what is needed. Make a list of everything that you have on your plate. What is urgent? What is important? What is less urgent? What is less important? This is a matrix kind of a matrix assignment that I also work with my clients. So the purpose of this, creating the list, is knowing what you have, not just have them in your head, because I actually just had one client who said that if he doesn't mark things down, he wakes up in the middle of the night, for example, and was like, oh, I forgot this or that. So writing things down, making lists will help you to free up that space that you don't need to remember, if that makes sense. That's only one perk. There's many perks how to make a list. But I also want you to look at your list. Is there everything that is needed? Here I talk about launching and expanding your online income streams. So how to run a sustainable online business to increase your income and freedom. So for example, what you need to know to grow your business. Like I said, when I started, I wasn't focusing on the right things. Well, I had a business degree. I had worked in the corporate. Yes, I for 10 years or more. Yet, even though I kind of knew what to focus on, I wasn't really aware and paying attention to what I needed to do. And this can be different things depending on your business. Of course, I had very general corporate knowledge, and it's different to work in a company that has been existing for 100+ years. They have more established routine processes, everything kind of, well, not everything, but most things are running around on a regular basis. But when you're starting or wanting to expand your business, what is the foundation? You want to start focusing on the right things from the get-go. So like I said, the first thing is know what is needed. So from your list, when you have everything down, look at, do you have those things in your list that are actually essential for you to achieve the things that you are looking for? And a tip, focus on revenue generating activity, especially when you're starting, you want cash in your business, especially if you're working from your savings or something. Make the actions that will generate that income, how to get clients. And there's a lot of activities to do that. But if, for example, starting a podcast is not like generating that income right away, maybe it's not in your priority list number one. So yeah, I also want you to look at what you want to leave out. So when you look at your list, what is really like maybe not working for you? You've been kind of maybe just wanting to. I'll unmute you and take questions later. So what was I saying? Yes. So think about from those priorities and what is needed, what is the income generating activity, and what are the things that you can completely just cross over. There might be many that you just want to do, but is it actually essential for you to reach those results, to grow your business as you want? So I want you to think about that as well. And related to knowing what is needed, I advise you have a business coach, a business mentor who's on the same field or similar field. For example, if you're growing an online business, welcome here. If you're growing service-based businesses, welcome here. I help knowledge experts such as consultants, coaches, counselors, creative professionals, educators to build their service-based businesses and how to use the online world to reach larger audiences, reach more clients, and grow your income and impact that way. If you're looking for something that is more product related, look at mentoring in those fields. It's really like, it made a huge difference when I started in a coaching program about 1.5 years ago, and I delayed too much. I hadn't found the coach that really resonated with me. And when I found my business coach, I saw like, oh, she has leadership qualities that I need to practice on, or I want to practice on. And that made me to work with her. Because you might not know, like I said earlier, you might not know what you need to be focusing on, because this might be the first time you're doing what you're doing. So it is priceless to get guidance from someone who has done it before, because you will save massive amount of time. Like I said, I started and I was just focusing on what was fun and easy. I did 10 years of marketing, so I was doing marketing activities, but not other things that was really essential for the business to grow. So yeah, like I said, it made a huge impact when I started investing in my coaching, but then I started to see my business grow as well. Because they also know how to ask you questions that you didn't know what you needed to know, if that makes sense. Okay, that was the my tip number 1. And my tip number 2, how to really free up your time, work less, is have the suitable resources that you need. And this is, again, a long list. I'm giving you some examples what you can include in the list. So think about what you need. What resources do you need? What do you have already? What do you might need to acquire from somewhere else? What do you want to outsource? What kind of knowledge or training do you need? Is there something specific, for example, maybe marketing related, AI, automation? But again, I advise, if it's not really your core skill and what you are excited to learn about, think about how to really use your time on the things that you're an expert, and maybe outsourcing something else. But really, I advise you to invest in good tools, good automations, good assistance. Like I said, outsourcing the things that some other people have the routines already, they can do it faster. And ask for recommendations. There's a million platforms. It was hard for me to choose what to use, but when you know, like, what is your service, how do you want to deliver it to your clients, what are the things that you're looking for, then you can start comparing the platforms and ask. I'm in different coaching groups and I ask help from others, like, hey, what do you use for this and that? That said, there might be 10 different answers, 10 different platforms. So you might not get an answer like that right away, but at least you can narrow down your list and go search from those. Why is this essential is that I want to make a few points, because if you have a lot of different platforms and channels and tools that you use, managing all of those takes time. So if we talk about marketing and social media, the more you have platforms, the more you need to dedicate time into marketing, because you want to be not only posting, but commenting, messaging, having also time to engage with your audience and your ideal clients there. So the more you have channels, maybe you want to narrow down to just those who are really the places that you enjoy the most, and also where your ideal clients hang out. I, for example, completely left Twitter. It's just not a place where I hang out. Maybe Twitter is essential for you. I want to give an example of the resources. Why do I say, like, have the right resources, invest in the tools, automations, because that will free up a lot of time. And also about the outsourcing. So this example is from last year summer. I was launching my first big online summit, 21 days. I had 22 interviews with different experts. So I had support with that, how to build the automation so that I could focus on reaching out to the experts, interviewing them, sending contracts, and building the relationship with the experts, but also my audience and how to do the marketing. And I had someone to build the whole automation platform, the registration pages, and all the emails. And if you can only imagine how many emails is that to automate when there's 21 days, you're releasing an interview a day and sending a reminder and recordings, plus invitations and post summit emails, that was more than 100 emails. So if I had used my time to build all that, that would have been a lot of maybe time. I don't want to say wasted, but kind of wasted, if you get what I mean. And when I had someone to build that for me, the next time I could just go duplicate the automation and edit it to the next event. So that's one way to massively free up your time. How can you get support if, for example, you're not tech savvy, or even if you are tech savvy? And I know how to do the automations, but like I said, I didn't want to use hours and hours to do that. It is valuable for you to maybe pay for someone to do that. And like I said, I worked about a year to do my automations with this another company who's an expert on that. They had great tips for me as well, what to do and what could be needed, all that. And now I have the automations built, and I can very easily just go edit a few things, or like I said, duplicate that. So that's what I wanted to share with you. A massive thing how to free up your time is using good tools, good automations. And like I said, that's my CRM system, but I can also invite people to events. I can create the landing pages. I can create products and subscriptions, like my group coaching clients sign up there for the memberships. The platform does a lot. It doesn't do everything, for example, not social media. So then I have other tools for that. But really, I would like to hear in the chat if you have a favorite platform that you use, or if you're looking for something particular, please put in the chat so we can support each other. What could be the platform for you? And I know you're not on camera, but if you want to be on camera, you're welcome to show your face. Would be nice to see you as well. So now I'm not just like talking to myself. Okay, I want to rapid fire and be effective, because we want to free up your time so that you can go and apply these. But let me show you my my number 3rd, and this is repurposing your content. Yes, I might have said this before, but a few things how to repurpose. I think we've talked about marketing before on this topic, but I want to give you a bit broader, actually, perspective on this. So, not only people need repetition to learn what you're teaching them, they want to know what's possible. They want to see that what is possible. They want to trust you what is possible. So how can you paint the picture, the vision, how you can walk them from A to B? What do they get working with you? What are you advocating for? I'm advocating for freedom life. That's why we are here. I want you to be effective, build that sustainable foundation for your online income streams so that you have time to travel the world, have time with your loved ones, create those memorable experiences, whether it is at home or traveling, like I mentioned. So yeah, how can we do this? By repurposing your content. Think about I'll give you an example from my world, coaching world, but whatever you're doing, think about how this can apply to you. I say, for example, like a signature program. I have a 12-step online business launch, or you can use the same steps to then expand your online businesses. So this signature program, like I said, it's 12 steps for launching or expanding your online business. That is not only a one-on-one and group coaching format. I have also recorded it as a course that will come out soon when I put that on my course platform. So you can make your signature program into these different study programs, on-demand courses that people can do on their own time if they, for example, can't attend the group sessions that you would be hosting. This is one way that to offer your services in this way. So you don't need to think about the content all over again, just do it in a different format. Of course, then you can think about running a workshop where you go either through one of the areas of your program, sell it as a single product or many single products. For example, for those of you who would want to really focus on marketing, I could do like a separate masterclass or workshop on the marketing. I also hear that many people struggle to narrow down their audience. So who do they want to serve? So I could host a different workshop related to that. So those who are in that situation can then attend to your workshop, webinar, masterclass. And then, of course, you can record that. That's again another on-demand content that you can have available. For example, I started the Courage to Lead Club, and that there I share on-demand content, exercises, like I shared you the matrix today already, how to manage your time, knowing all your tasks, prioritizing them. So things like that, you can have your own club, whether it is then live or on demand. Like I said, repurposing the content that you already have, make it into smaller products, on demand, whatever would work for you, your clients. And if you feel like, oh my God, live is not a thing for me right now, I want to practice a little bit more, that's a great way for you to start maybe creating videos, doing it like, let's say, educational YouTube content on the program, and start promoting your signature program in short videos. They can be like 5 minutes. It doesn't need to be like really inventing the wheel a lot. But yeah, I'm preaching here because like I was creating so much content and exercises and all that in the beginning, and I was using a lot of time into content, exercise, and program creation, where I could have been using my time a little bit differently. Like I said, the income generating activity, if you don't have clients yet, or if you want to expand to new markets, introduce new services to new audience, just focus on first selling your, for example, the signature program or something smaller, because you also get feedback from them, what is resonating, what do they need, where they are, and then you can start editing if needed your programs and content accordingly. So maybe no need to have a lot beforehand, because then you also want to kind of see what does your ideal client actually need, and edit it that way. That's why I have very different options now. Not when I started, I really had one-on-one coaching, and then I started group coaching programs and hosting different workshops, and now having signature programs. So you don't need to do everything at once. Don't get overwhelmed if I'm sharing you a long list of what you can do. But these are examples how you can start repurposing. If you have a very clear service, who do you help and how, I do advise you to have the signature program or the service that you offer in the first place. And then you can have, let's say, an additional or an alternative choice. For example, if someone let's say, didn't have so much time to come to my intensive 12-step online business launch, because that's 12 weeks in a row, but they wanted support, they can then sign up to my group program, for example. That's an alternative way, a bit less intensive, but great value that will support them as well. And yes, now I was just talking about the services and products, but then you can, of course, use your signature program topic, the content in your marketing. So what kind of email marketing you're doing, what kind of posts you're creating on social media. So all that content in your marketing should relate to your program. I hope that makes sense. But just wanted to say here, like, you can break your program into many different ways to serve your audience, to have those live and on-demand content, study programs, workshops, but also in your marketing to use as a freebie, create a freebie on one particular area of your program. For example, use it as a lead magnet, let's say, like how people can maybe sign up to your webinar that you have recorded on a specific topic, for example. And yeah, I did mention having those educational videos on YouTube. YouTube is great because Google, if people search kind of using the same words that you have in the title, that those results come up on Google as well. So, okay, I've been talking so much that I'm losing my voice. And we are 1 minute away from the 30-minute power session, but I do want to stay here for a second to take your comments. Like I said, if you have some questions related to how to be more productive, how to work less. Oh, I didn't even ask, but I wanted you to think about, when you were arriving here, that what is the ideal working week? How many hours per week do you want to work? And I would love to see those in the chat. What is the ideal, and how much you're maybe approximately working at the moment? Sorry, Alicia, I was unmuting you. Did you want to share? You can, of course, unmute yourself or use the chat. This is for Q&A and now. While you're doing that, I want to bring the next, is it next week we have the same event coming up next Thursday, same time. Sorry for those of you who had emails coming at the wrong time. I'm not used to this AM PM, so it was sent AM at first, but yes, this is PM my time here in the UK. But here's the link in the chat to the next week meetup, so you can add that to your calendar right now, so you're not gonna miss this one. And next week we go even deeper to this topic, how to be more productive, how to work less, how to free up your time to other priorities as well. No worries, Alicia. Yes, if you want to share in the chat, like, what is the ideal working hours per week? Now we just talk about working weeks. Then, of course, you can decide how many weeks of holiday you want to have as well. And that we can talk about another time, how you can manage. But now let's talk about work weeks, so that you can See what's the difference. What is in the gap? Like, okay, maybe you're working, I'm just throwing something like maybe you're working 40 hours and you want to reduce to 30 hours a week. What does it mean? And then going over the points I made, like that, the first one is really good for that. How can you know what is needed, make a list of all the important and urgent things and less important and urgent, prioritize them, really focus on the income generating activity, get a business coach or a mentor that can help you to focus on the right things for you to do right now, and then what you can just cross over and not do at all. So how will that help you to reduce those hours in your working day? And then, like I said, have the good resources being knowledge, being people, outsourcing being the tools that will help you to automate things and really run things. How do people sign up, get all the right details from you to sign up to your signature program? Or buy the other products like I shared in the number 3, how to break your signature program into smaller products, webinars, events, courses. The list is long, and how to use that in your marketing as well. Okay, I'm gonna close the Instagram there by keeping the live on. You're a little quiet today compared to last week. Is everything like super clear? Now you know what to do to manage your time, be more productive, reduce those hours, focusing on the right things. I will also put in the chat, because I have just a few days left of this club offer. So if you want to join my Courage to Lead club, where you will get those on-demand trainings, interviews, exercises for you to go to the next level in your business, you will gain even more than in these meetups. Really, what you can do to build that sustainable foundation for your business. You can sign up today for only $7. This will go up right after September. So that's why I'm putting it in the chat that it's now available. When you sign up during the September, you will get access to the content with only $7 a month. And after, if you sign up after September, then it's $47 per month. So that's kind of a good discount, I would say. So really valuable, like I said, content, training, all the materials, extras for you to be able to not only work on your productivity, that business foundation, what to focus on, be intentional on that. But if you're interested in live support, do email me, message me, then we can see if my group program, for example, is valuable for you, and we can see how I can support you to go to the next level wherever you are, if you're starting or expanding your business. If you are building a $1 billion business, I'm not your coach yet. So I help those who want to have regular monthly income to support the lifestyle that you want to have. I'm not there yet to support billionaires. So if that's you, then I can suggest my coach to you, for example. But yeah, looking forward to hearing from you, seeing you inside the club. You will get all the necessary details when you sign up, how to get access to the content, and inside the private group where you can be promoting also your business to others, ask questions. Like I said, get those valuable insights. What is maybe the best platform or a coach or VA or things like that. So do use the community to support your business, your well-being, first of all. Like, I'm here to support your well-being, like I said, how you can use your time the most effectively so that you feel good, you have income that you don't need to worry about, you can have the lifestyle that you want to have, and create those memorable experiences with your loved ones, take care of your well-being while helping others to succeed in your area. So great seeing you here, and look forward to seeing you next week at the same time. If you have a request for a particular topic, do message me anywhere, on YouTube when you see this replay, to the email that where you sign up, to the text message that you received, or on the social media DMs. Yes, I will answer your questions. Is the courage to leave an online course or virtual contact? There is lives as well, but it's mostly on demand content. So I will release trainings, workbooks, different self-coaching exercises, interviews that I've had with different experts on different areas, from marketing to strategy to work-life balance. But yeah, I will also host live sessions inside the private group. So that will be only supporting those. You can bring in your questions related to the exercises, related to the training materials, whatever you have. So we have a monthly Q&A there as well. Did I answer your questions? Do you have some more? You can unmute yourself. I will stop the recording now.